Hello, everyone, and good morning. I hope everyone is doing fantastic. Before we even start off the reading, I'm just going to say I apologize for my speech or if I sound very weird. I have not gotten sleep in days, days. I mean, I have here and there, but a lot of weird stuff for me personally has been going on. It started off with my daughter being sick, she's a toddler. And so I figured when she falls asleep, just let the girl sleep. I'm not going to wake her up. Well, it goofed up our whole sleeping schedule. So now I woke up yesterday at noon. I've been up ever since. And to get my sleep back on track, I'm going to wake her up here in a few hours. And then I'm just going to kick it all day. So this message might be really weird. I don't know how it's going to go. But you guys might get lucky and get a really good one. Because sometimes when I'm super tired, the veil is very thin, so I just channel the craziest shit, and especially what's been going on with my dreams. So you guys might be rocking here today. So this reading is going to be for Libra, and honestly, I can't remember if I did Libra's reading. I feel like I did, because this is the second one coming out. But anyways, let's just skip through the introductions. So this is going to be for Libra for December 2023. This video can honestly extend a little bit longer than December. Usually these, every time I do readings, they go from 1 to 3 months. So by the third month, you'll get the whole picture of what I'm talking about. So anyways, but this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising signs, Venus signs. That one wanted to flip out. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I forgot to put this down. We're doing that now. Okay, right off the bat, we got some sexual energy. I don't know if you guys can even see the cards. Here, we got some sexual energy here. Ooh-wee. I don't know if I can show that one. So we're just gonna put, because her ha-has are out. All right, and then we're gonna see what else is coming out for Libra. We're just gonna get a whole big picture of everything. There's definitely this sexual tension going on, a very much closeness between you and another person. It does feel like fiery energy. Let's just see though, before I even start getting into it. Okay, yeah, Libra, you've been stressed out. I think obligations have really been weighing heavily on you. We have the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Princess of Pentacles. It's like the day-to-day routine, and I just feel like you're wanting to kind of step out and break free from routines or from things that you're obligated to. Now, I'm not talking the things you have to take care of. I'm not talking about your children, your pets, nothing like that. I mean, those could play a part of it, but I'm not saying you're stepping away from those things by any means. I'm saying more so, I feel like life for you, as of late, has been feeling pretty you're obligated to do this. You're obligated to do that. You have to, for example, you have to take care of everything and you have to clean the house before you can leave the house, or just weird stuff like that, for examples. It's the day-to-day, different day, same routine. I feel like Libra, you want to break out of that bubble. There's something where in your environment, it's not really allowing you to tap into emotional fulfillment. So something around you seems a little stale. And I'm not trying to put a bunch of negativity on you, because I'm going to get to what I feel like is going to happen for you. But it's something's definitely piquing your curiosity, wanting some kind of movement, wanting some kind of change, okay? And with this Nagas, I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. It seems right. Lovers, erotica, and sensuality. Yeah, I feel like there's passion missing in your life now, whether this is romantic or just being social, because I can't help but notice here with the Queen of Swords, which is you, she's got the butterfly. It reminds me of being a social butterfly. You could be feeling the pull to go out and to connect and reconnect and socialize with people. Even if you're an introvert, I do feel like you want some kind of change of scenery, you want some kind of movement going on in your life. So you're like exploring. But one of the things I do feel like it might pop up for you in this time, especially if there's been a lot of boredom, is this kind of temptation. Okay, temptation to go hang out with people who party a lot, maybe. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but who have like this rebellious vibe to them. Like they can attract drama. I'm not saying you're trying to get involved with drama by any means, but there's a want and a need to be active, to have excitement, to have stimulation. That's the best word. To have some kind of stimulation. And some of you guys might be even tempted to start kind of talking to someone, or in a sexual way, in a lusty way. It doesn't have to be, but these are like the messages I'm just getting right off the bat, Libra. So I'm gonna see how this is gonna pull all together. But there is definitely a want and a need to be close and to really vibe, right? And you can be sensual with people in more than like an intimate way. Like there's different ways to have intimacy. That can be through conversation. Because look, first we're going through all this. We're starting off with all this stress, all this slow moving energy, feeling obligated, feeling tied down, weighed down to a situation that felt really boring. It didn't feel emotionally or mentally stimulating to you. And that's where this need to kind of break out and to have some fun is coming from. And we have the Ace of Hearts with the Princess of Hearts. This could be some kind of I do feel like this is some kind of an invitation, though. These could be from, like, friends that you haven't spoken to in a very long time. This could be a specific person that you haven't heard from in a very long time. But it's like you're getting a message where you almost feel like this is your opportunity to reconnect, to plug yourself back into society. Okay, there's something with, like, social networking going on. Yeah, and I feel like you're kind of being hard on yourself a little bit, though, like to take these kind of opportunities to go hang out with people, to get out of the house, because some of you guys do have like children, or you have a really busy work schedule, right? Or you have people that you feel like you're obligated to, and it's like coming out and like resurfacing back into the world might make you feel kind of guilty for doing some of these things. You might have someone like an old friend or a current friend, whatever, like invite you to a bar, or invite you to a bowling alley if the bar is not your thing, but you know what I'm saying. Might invite you out, but there's a part of you, because you're so attached to your environment, your current environment. Like I feel like the energy has been the same for a long time, at least like 6 months to a year or two, right? Like things have felt very like the same, very routine. Maybe at first you didn't notice it yet, but Libra, I think you're going to start to notice like the things that are lacking, because what I'm fearing for you, because what I'm pulling from this is like this feeling of not getting an emotional experience, okay? Like feeling like you're not like you're, how do I want to word that properly? It's like you're not getting stimulated in a certain way, whether that's mentally, emotionally, physically, even for some. And whatever it is that's coming through, I feel like there's some kind of invitation, there's some kind of group of people, and it feels a very reconnect. And intuitively, I feel like you know this, like you're aware that this has been coming. But by going out and actually doing it, right, going out and hanging out with friends, it's like you feel guilty, because either it's like you're having a good time and you're leaving those obligations with someone else. Like that's what it feels like to me. Or you're putting your work hours on someone else and it makes you feel guilty because you've been in the same like kind of cycle for a hot minute. But something does need to change, man. We do have the Tower here. Okay, so there's going to be something that actually like activates your heart space with this Ace of Cups, which I feel like it is much needed. So you could hear from someone in particular as well, who pulls on your heartstrings. Now, this could be platonic, this could be romantic, I don't know. This could be tied to getting out of the house and doing something. Like this could be the same situation as that. But you want this deeper connection. You almost like want to reconnect with people or with a particular person, and you're getting your opportunity, but in a weird way, like you kind of feel bad for it. You feel bad reconnecting with a person. You feel bad with hanging out with friends. So I don't know where that's coming from, but well, I do know where that's coming from because you haven't been, like I said, stimulated in a very long time. For some of you guys, this could be a romantic encounter, but if it is, for some of you, I'm sorry, cross-watcher, if you're watching, don't freak out because this message is not going to resonate and apply with like every single Libra and cross-watcher watching. This is for select few, right? Some of you guys might be feeling, again, this temptation energy where you could get an invitation or you could hear from someone and it triggers you in a good way, but it makes you want to act out that temptation. Do you get what I'm saying? That's for some of you guys. You know, and I'm not here to judge, but I'm just going to read the cards and tell you how I see it straight up. But whatever this is that's coming through, there's a newness to it, right? There's a newness here that's available to you. So if you have been heavily thinking about something or someone or people or dreaming about these experiences or daydreaming about these experiences, it's reminding me of like the wife who's like stuck in the house looking out the window. I know that sounds bad and I know that's going to trigger some, and I'm really not trying to trigger anyone. I'm really not. It's just an example that's pulling through to give everyone a visual, you know, and it's like that daydreaming energy, like to wanting to do something, wanting to go. So whatever this is, it's available to you, but there's something here that is so much of like a deeper connect where the energy feels new, like, and if this is a particular person, like if this is love for some of you guys, there's been someone here that has completely not left your heart space, okay? They have not left your heart space, and I don't feel like you've left theirs. There's going to be some kind of like a breakthrough moment, a shift in energy, where it's almost like this person is going to kind of like come through, and it's up to you whether to act on that or to kind of stay where you are. And everyone's situation is going to be different, and everyone, like where they are now, is going to be completely different. Everyone's situation, circumstances, we're all unique, right? But I feel like this opportunity to reconnect with a person, reconnect with a group of friends, even if this is like job-wise, it's some kind of reconnect, because energetically you feel like the situation has changed. You feel like the situation has kind of cleansed itself. You're not the same person. Whatever is involved, whether it's one person, two person, whatever, like if it's a single person or if it's a group of people, or if it's a job, like you feel like this, if you were to go back to it, like if you were to walk back in something, it would feel brand spanking new because you've changed, people have changed, and it's coming from a different emotional space. So there's like different emotional beliefs that are being pulled up here, if that makes any sense. Like, and especially if this card, if this is not talking about you actually having like children to tend to, or like animals, you know, fur babies or whatever. It talks about like these people from when you were younger, and it's by this Judgment card, right? It's like, hey, there's an opportunity here to reconnect, and it's going to change up your situation, your current circumstances. And honestly, Libra, we have the Tower here. Your current circumstances might need to be a little shaken up, because the Tower comes in and it shows me that there's something that's existing within your life, within your space, within your energy, and you've outgrown it. It's a situation that has been stagnant or very stale. It's not supposed to be there for you anymore. Like, you've learned what you needed to learn from a situation, but for some reason you chose to stay in it. You chose to keep it around. You chose to just pretty much not purge it. You know, you didn't get rid of it. So whatever the current situation is, especially if it's one that's been feeling very stressful, it's been weighing on you, it's actually sucking out emotions rather than putting in emotions. That's how you're going to know what that is. It's a situation that's in your life that doesn't feel emotionally fulfilling, and maybe once upon a time it was. But that's how you're gonna know. That's how you're gonna know what that is. So, like, the Tower comes in, and it's pretty much the universe, your spirit guides, God, whatever you believe in, right? They're acknowledging that something's not right, okay? That you are not feeling joy, that you're suppressing things, okay? That there is oppression here, or depression, because I'm feeling that. It feels very, like you feel like you're strict on yourself. You feel like you have to get things done. You have a lot of weight on your shoulders. There's a lot of things that revolve around you, and if you were to use that Libran sword to speak the truth, then you're gonna hurt people, or you're going to fuck up a situation, pardon my language, something along those lines. And it feels heavy, but it feels like it doesn't need to be that way, and Spirit knows that. So it's like they're kind of giving you this surprise. Good or bad, I feel like whatever the surprise is a blessing in disguise, right? Because like I was talking about, the Tower comes in when there's a situation in our life that no longer serves us. And I can see that it no longer serves you, because we have the Eight of Cups and we have the Justice. You come up twice in your own damn reading, okay? So it's like Spirit's listening with the Tower, and they're seeing that you are not letting something go that is not serving you. So they're coming in and they kind of take it, okay? They make something crazy happen. You know, like a random fight busts out, or unfortunately sometimes it's cheating. I'm not trying to put that on anybody, but that is for an example, okay? Or if you're in a job, like, and you hate that job, okay? You hate it, and Spirit comes in and, you know, you get laid off, or the business goes under. It's something like that. Or it's just, it takes you out. It rips you away in some kind of like dramatic way. It feels very shocking when it happens, but at the same time it has to be dramatic for you to like get out of it. You know what I'm saying? It can't be any other way. And that's always my blessing in disguise. Like, because the Tower shows up when something's not built on a good foundation anyways. And whatever it was built on, only you know. Or it's being built funky, you know? Maybe it was built on a good foundation. Maybe everyone had good intentions, or you had good intentions starting in. But then it got weaker and weaker as you put, you know, as time went on, right? That's just what's showing up. So something happens that allows you to get rid of this Ten of Wands energy. Because look how, like, uberly depressing this Ten of Wands is. And it's like this dude here, and he's, like, carrying this big bucket, and it's, like, full. I think it's actually, like, full of flowers, which kind of makes me sadder. Because it's, like, he's, like, because there's this rain cloud looking thing on top, and then there's all these wands like putting pressure, and flowers are supposed to be happy. So it's like this guy, he's like holding all these flowers, like your dreams, your happiness, and it's like there's all these like burdens, like everything else comes before you, comes before your happiness, and it's making you, which you are the Queen of Swords, but for some reason I just feel emotionless with this card. I feel so like emotionless, like she's just posing, right? Like, here I am, this is me, with this Princess of Pentacles. And none of these cards, this is just what I'm intuitively getting. And you see how the flower, I didn't even notice that. Good thing I did point out the flowers. Because see how she has like a basket, and then she's holding like the star wand, which is kind of like, you know, the star, like our hopes, dreams, and wishes. It's like she just puts the basket down and something else has got her attention. Here are all her flowers, and they're starting to like grow around her. I love that. And with the butterfly on her head, it's like transformation. It's like something here like catches your attention. Something happens. I think something crazy happens that maybe you weren't expecting things to unfold that way, but it almost like clears the way for an opportunity for like this ace of cups to come in. And like I said, you know, and the Ace of Cups, well, this is the Ace of Hearts. I think that's cute. I don't know why. But, and there's flowers, like, all over these. And I'm, like, really noticing them. Here's roses. Hold on. Let me get these a little more, like, laid out the way I want them. Yeah, with this Ace of Hearts, like a vessel of love. Vessel of love. A vase. A vase of love. Hold on, let me get a sip of my coffee. So anyways, but it feels unconditional and it feels like new. You know, because if we go like to the traditional meaning, it's like a new emotional experience or a new feeling, because it's talking about emotions. Because I love how like this breakthrough moment happens and then there's this closeness, and underneath it is that Judgment card, which feels like you're coming up out of something, like spirits coming through. They're giving you this tower, like they're giving you this like event that's just gonna completely smash things, right? Smash your situation, but it allows you to be like set free. And Spirit's like, listen, like you feel like you're drowning and like everything looks different, and I feel like they're coming to like relieve you, like revive you, you know? And they're like, no, like it's cool, because now you're going to connect or reconnect with all these people. It's going to be a beautiful experience. You're going to like make so many new memories here. And it starts with like this invitation, like see how she's like holding the letter. But I like how when this happens, like after this tower, because what I'm noticing emotionally from you, Libra, is like the Princess of Hearts kind of, I know like they say she's like a dreamer and stuff, and she wears her heart on her sleeve, and she could be like too expressive with her feelings, but I don't really see that as a bad thing, okay? Especially if you're using the energy of like vulnerability. You know, not everyone needs to know those parts about us, like totally get it. But this, I always get from like the queen. I always get from the Princess of Cups is like someone who has all these feelings but can really observe them, like they're, because usually it's like a picture with like the girl holding the cup and she's looking into the cup, and like the fish, which is supposed to be her intuition, is speaking to her. Like, what are your emotions speaking to you? Which is cool, because that's like she has the letter and then here it is, here's the cup, right? So it's like listening to your emotions, listening to your intuition, and really like sitting with how something makes you feel. This feels really good to me. And I like how there's almost, it's like you're starting to feel your emotions, like feel your heart again because of some kind of new experience coming in. So that's really cool. But anyways, going back to this, but it also feels very fresh, like a renewal, like rain has come down and it's completely cleansed a situation. Okay. Anyways, okay. So after this tower, so we got that breakthrough moment. We already discussed that. We have the Justice, which is making a decision, and the Eight of Hearts, walking away, choosing to walk away from something that is emotionally unfulfilling. Okay. But even cooler about the Justice card is, to me, it's always like contracts. And I always feel like it's soul contracts. I feel like that's where like that karma interpretation comes from, the Justice card. And this is your card. You know, a lot of times Libra, they're like karma. Okay. They are. Anyone who like crosses paths of a Libra, they come off super sweet and like really naive and all cute and sociable, and you know, everything's good, and like all of a sudden you like oof them over and you never hear from them again. Okay. And it could be years and you never hear from a Libra. Like, you don't understand how absolutely like withdrawn they can get from people to save their own emotions and just to better themselves. And people underestimate Libra so damn much, okay? Until they feel the icy cold sword going through them, unfortunately. And like, Libras don't like to do that. They don't like to do that. They don't like to do that to people, but if they get pushed far enough, and it's interesting because like, well, I'm a Libra, but one thing I've noticed about other Libras, and including myself, is like, oh my gosh, where was I even going with that? Hold on, I totally spaced out. So maybe I wasn't supposed to say that. Maybe I wasn't supposed to say that. Okay, let's just get back into the Justice card, okay? Anyways, but these are like contracts, soul contracts that we make with people. Like before we enter this life, if that's something you believe in, that's one of my beliefs, so I stick with it. soul contracts and making a decision to finalize one, so to like start one or to end one. Okay? I feel like whatever happens here with the Tower, it really finalizes that decision. I feel like you're making a decision to end some kind of contract, whether that's with a person, or like a job, or just a phase of your life, okay? Because it's something that you've been committed to, and you've been really weighing out your options, okay? And you're starting to notice the scales are tipping on more of a negative side, and it's just not balancing itself out anymore. And you're like, no. It can't just be Libra always balancing shit out. Like once those scales are like completely tipped and they don't come back to like normal, Libra's done. I'm not trying to be harsh. I feel like I'm like yelling at you guys and I'm really not trying to. And then we have the Eight of Hearts. So you're choosing to walk away from something that's no longer emotionally fulfilling. But then you get caught up, and I kind of want to clarify this over here because I feel like there's something brand spanking new coming in, and intuitively you know. Like you're very aware about it. And I feel like it's this, I keep getting like this reconnect, but it's this closeness. I have to cover her tatas though, okay? It's a pretty intimate card, but you see the closeness here. I mean, that could be, I just heard vitality, so that's interesting. I want to get in a little bit about what this new opportunity is that's coming through, and then we'll close it off maybe with some advice. I don't know. Okay, you can't even like see the cards. These are always like, I use these ones for like the subconscious and like the darker side of things, but I don't know why I'm being pulled to them right now, so we'll just see what messages they got. So let's get some on this Ace of Cups, Princess of Cups, and the Judgment card, along with this Nagas. I feel like those all go together, right? All right, let's get some clarity, please, Spirit, for what this new thing is that's coming through. Wow. Ten of Swords. Wow. Holy crap. Okay, we got the Moon at the bottom. This is unknown to you. You have, okay, I do feel like you guys have like an intuitive inkling, but oh my god. Okay, sorry. Okay, so you got the Moon, and underneath that was the freaking Sun. So all those questions, all those intuitive insights that you've been getting currently, and you're like unsure about them because it seems unknown or you don't have proof, it's like boom. Look, because this one even looks like an eclipse, like the moon is in front of the sun and then it moves and you're just like, holy shit, like there it is. There's all the clarity. That's what you like need to see. And you're not gonna see it until something ends, until some kind of contract ends. Okay, I don't know what the freak the contract is, but so we have the Ten of Swords, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Death card. And none of my cards are ever in reverse. So for one to pop up, I keep it, right? But look how painful this Ten of Swords is. So something is coming to an end. Something that's felt painful. It's felt stressful. It felt like it just took forever. Or like it almost feels like it's just dragging on. And it's interesting because the Death card's here. And, like, with the Death card, it's an ending that we know is, like, on the horizon, okay? But it also leads to transformation. Death is also, like, the phoenix rising from the ashes. The Ten of Swords is a painful ending, yes. So there's going to be some pain, but it's also going to be transmuted, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. Because look at all this pain that she's in. Look at all this exhaustion that she's in. It don't matter if you're male or female. I know I keep saying she, so don't mind me. It's just I'm reading what's on the card pretty much. How she's like crawling, like trying to crawl into the light. Look at this skeleton. It's like you've been here so long that you've literally like transformed, like decayed. I know that's like gruesome, but I'm not trying to be. You see what I'm saying? Like you had to crawl your way to this little speck of light, and it took forever, and it's been painful, and it's been mentally and physically exhausting to try to get out of something. Okay, it's like you've been stuck there. Like, you feel like you've been stuck there. Look how, oh my gosh, look at this Eight of Swords. Aren't these cards so, like, beautiful? But it was in reverse, so it's freeing you from a situation. Because, like, look, see how she's, like, tied to the damn tree? Like, she can't even move. And it's, like, the same freaking So maybe you're in a situation where like something or someone like won't let you go, or like just wouldn't release you. You know what I'm saying? Or like you couldn't release a situation because you feel like you were trapped there. Or you feel like you were too much needed, or that you needed this situation too much. However it resonates. But it's like you were only suffering to the point of like being stuck here and then turning into a skeleton. See what I'm saying? Which ultimately leaded to, oh my gosh, that transformation back at the top. So you're not going to see this new beginning until the situation that's keeping you imprisoned is completely gone. Okay? So I'm going to get some advice for you, Libra. This was like really, this was a very intense reading. Let's get some advice for Libra. Hold on. I got so much cards. I got a lot of stuff going on over here. Libra, what is your advice? What is your advice from Spirit? Oh my gosh. Okay. Didn't you guys get this the other time too? The card 18, Raising Winds. Intention, stronghold, calling, magical release. And this is what the card looks like. And you're air, and that's like the element you're in. But I feel like you don't want to... Not like you don't want to be in air energy. I just feel like you want to experience some emotion and like a little bit of excitement. 18 might be important. Breaks down to a 9. That might be important. Just for some. Okay, so Raising Winds. Of all the elements on Earth, the wind is extremely potent force of its own will. It chooses when to become visible and when it will be seen. Are you hiding a part of yourself or your energy away from the world? Ooh, I got goosebumps. Someone is calling for your help now, and it is the time to heed that call. Summon your silent strength and cast a spiritual breeze of protection to those in need. Alternatively, keep an eye on your energy for circumstances that cause you to brew a hurricane from within. Release your fury in a place where no one resides and let the winds carry it away. Yes, Libra, there's definitely some things you need to purge. And I feel like you are being called to something, or a group of people, a place, like it's like where your soul wants to go. It's where your soul wants to go. And I feel like that's why you're really, whether you know it or not, like are in this air element. So that way you can use that sword to just cut yourself free and just kind of fly away like the wind. And go where you need to be. In a safe space. In a watery place. Look at that. She's in the water. Coming up for air too. Anyways, Libra. Oh my gosh. That was intense. Yeah, that was real. Like, that was wild. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. If you did, always let me know. Like, you can write stuff in the comments. I always give out hearts. I always say things back, or I try to. But anyways, yeah, I will speak to you guys again very soon. Bye.